You've probably already heard about Nano Banana, Google's new revolutionary AI image generator that allows you to do advanced image editing like magic. I've been testing it for a week, trying different ideas that I saw online, and to be honest, some of them were a waste of time. The results were not great and not consistent. So with this video, I'm hoping to save your time so you don't have to go through the trial and error. So I'm gonna share with you the 10 best ways to use Nano Banana, the ones that actually work. My name is Diana, welcome to our channel where we talk about everything about Canva and the latest AI tools for designers. If you are interested in these topics, make sure to subscribe because we share a new video every week. The first tip that I have for you guys today is how to access a Nano Banana. There are different places from which you can use this model, so you can go to Gemini, Google AI Studio, Higgsfield, Krea, Freepik, and other platforms, but the only two platforms that I used, that I tested, were Gemini and Google AI Studio. And to be honest, Google AI Studio was consistently getting me better results, and I do believe it's because here on Gemini you actually need to select this option for you to be able to use a Nano Banana, and I do believe I may have forgotten to use this tool or this model when I was asking Gemini to generate or to edit an image. So when you are using Gemini, you need to go to Tools and then make sure that you click this option, the one with the banana, Create Images. And just because of this little reason, I would recommend you use Google AI Studio. If you are not creating images every day, you may forget this little detail, and if you are actually generating images every day, you will need to manually select that option. On the contrary, when you go to the Google AI Studio, you will see that when you create a new chat, you will have these 4 big buttons right below the box where you are going to enter your prompt. So in my case, I was never forgetting to click this option. And something else that I liked about the Google AI Studio is that if you used Nano Banana on the last chat, it will be applied by default on your run settings. So for example, in my case, sometimes I was forgetting to even click on this button, but because it was set in here already by default, I was getting constantly better results than in Gemini. But anyways, if you want to be completely sure that you are using Nano Banana on that generation, you simply click here, or you can double check here on the run settings if you have Nano Banana selected. The second tip that I have for you to best use Nano Banana is to check this article that Google created for us. And from here, you will see prompts for editing images. This was actually an excellent guide for me to understand the potential of Nano Banana. And this will also help you understand how to build your prompts to get the best results. So from here, you will see the use case, and then you will have a template of the prompt, which you can copy from here and then paste it on Google AI Studio. And of course, you will adjust so it meets your criteria. And then you will see the prompt used to generate these images. So you have here the input and the output. This was the image generated with this prompt. And then you have the Python code if you are a developer. But in our case, the template option is the most useful for us. So let me show you in here. I actually got inspired by the prompt, the one that we're seeing here. And I tried to add a hat on my picture, and I do believe it came up really good. You can see in here that I used exactly the same template, so using the provided image of me. You can see here in the article using the provided image of my cat. In this case, of course, I adjusted the image of me. Please add a knitted wizard hat on my head, and then the rest of the prompt. You can see here the image. Actually, I believe it looks quite good. The hat looks very realistic and it sits really well on my face. You can see a little shadow generated by the hat on my face, so it's looking pretty good. And let me just go down to show you the different prompts that I used to adjust or to edit further this image. So I asked for the hat to be made of felt and of a bright magenta color, so this is the result. I tried to get the stars also made of felt, but it didn't work. And let me see, I also asked for the woman, in this case me, to have a wizard outfit. So here you go. I believe in this case the photo started to not look like me, but I believe the outcome is still pretty good. Now let me show you here another example. I provided this image right here, and then I asked to add a huge banana sitting comfortably on my hands, which we got a huge banana. In my case, I come from Colombia and we do see bananas this big. So for me, this is not a huge banana. So I asked again, make the banana even bigger. And it gave me exactly the same result. This is something that I found again and again with Nano Banana. Sometimes I was asking for something and I was getting back exactly the same image with no alterations. So you just need to be patient and continue asking. Maybe you will need to reframe whatever that you are asking. So maybe change the prompt. In this case, I asked make the banana gigantic. So I think bigger or giant is not good enough. So this is what I got. And this is exactly something that I was expecting to get on the first result. But again, we just need to keep adjusting, asking and giving more prompts, and maybe be more precise with our prompts so we get what we want in the first results. And here's another example on what you can add to your images. In this case, I added a costume to my photo, so a banana costume. And also, just to show you that you can create more simple prompts as well. So in this case, I just gave this prompt, generate an image of this woman wearing a banana costume. That was it. And this is what I got. I really like this generation because, as you can tell, my face is exactly the same. I have exactly the same pose. It just happened that I am now wearing a banana costume. This is something that Ronnie has been using for a while to create funny images of himself to add to our thumbnails, but he was using a different model in which he had to add a lot of images of himself and to ask for different prompts to get one good image. So this is actually pretty impressive because with just one photo, one prompt, and a couple of seconds, we get a fantastic result that we can absolutely use on our thumbnails. And I also feel super grateful to be able to create these kind of images because I do not have the skills to edit something as advanced like this one, to add a banana costume on myself with tools like Photoshop. I don't have those skills. So being able to come up with ideas and make them happen with just a simple prompt, this is mind-blowing. Another wonderful way to use Nano Banana is by removing elements from images. So let me show you here a quick example. I'm going to try Nano Banana. So I'm clicking here and then I'm going to upload a photo here to my chat. So upload file. I'm uploading a photo of Ronnie. So as you can see, we have this waffles yellow van and we are going to remove it with a simple prompt. So let me open this image in the chat and simply use this prompt. Remove the yellow van. That's it. I'm going to run the prompt and it's going to take just a couple of seconds. Perfect. The image was generated in 10 seconds and this is the result. So you can see we don't have anything in here. There is no yellow van and the rest of the image looks exactly the same as the original one. So let me know, what do you think about this? The fourth best way to use Nano Banana is by specifying the area that you want to adjust or to edit and to leave the rest of the image untouched. So here I have this example. We have the same photo with the yellow van and I used the prompt. Using the provided image, change only the yellow color of the van to red. Keep everything else in the image exactly the same. Now let me go back to this article that we already mentioned and and show you the template. I actually used this template. So using the provided image, change only, specify the element to specify, and keep everything else in the image exactly the same. So exactly the same prompt. I just adjusted what I needed to adjust, and this is the result. We have the van in red. And I asked something else. I used the same prompt, it's just that this time I asked for the blue color of the denim jacket to be changed to red. And this is the result. I believe it looks really good in here, but when I take a look in full view, still looks okay, but there are some details that I'm not very happy about. The first one is that the jacket, the style of the jacket is different. So we didn't only change the color, we changed the jacket. So pay attention to the buttons. These buttons are on the left side, and then if you take a look at the original, the buttons were here on the right, and the style is different. Now let me show you something else that I saw. You may have missed it, but it is that the text on the van changed. When we take a look at the original image, you can see that it's pretty clear. It says Pascalino, waffles, gaufre, glass. But then when we take a look at the image, the first one, we already see that the text is messed up. So this is something that I'm not really happy about, but we can find a way to make it work. So I'm going to download this image. I'm going quickly to Canva, photo editor. I'm uploading my image from here. I'm going to use the brush to select the area where we had the text, and I'm going to use the magic eraser. I'm going to do the same for this text in here and use the magic eraser. And that's it. You could use this image as it is and nobody will tell that this was altered by the AI. So let me save the image. Your edited image will be saved automatically. You will see it in here, and then you'll be able to download it by clicking on the download button on top of the screen. The second way in which you can best use a Nano Banana, or maybe not to use, is the style transfer. So let me come back here to this article. You have different case scenarios or ways in which you can use Nano Banana. And the third one that we see here is the style transfer. I actually tried this one a couple of times, and every time I was not getting what I wanted. So I would say just don't waste your time. I tried it a couple of times and it didn't work well with styles that were not well known. So let me show you here an example. So I have here a picture of RONNY, and then I wanted to transform him into a drawing with this style. So I said transform the provided photograph of a man into a drawing with the artistic style of the drawing in image 2. And this is what I got. I'm not very happy with this result, to be honest. It's kind of like the same image. It's just that we have some borders, these outlines around the subject and the elements, a couple of little stars. This is actually not what I wanted. It's not bad, but it's not what I asked for. Now let me show you another example. I tried it again with a different photo and a different illustration style, and this is what I got. So as you can see, again, we have the same image. It's just that we have this line around the subjects. So again, this is not what I wanted. I asked one more time and I got exactly the same image. I'm going to show you though one more example, and in this case I actually got something closer to what I wanted. I asked for this image to be transformed into the artistic style of The Simpsons. We all know that The Simpsons, they are a pretty particular cartoon and they have a pretty unique style. So I was thinking, if this feature works, you may use it with something that it's pretty well known. So that's why I used this prompt, and this is the result that I got. Now, let me know, what do you guys think about this image right here? Did it nail the Simpsons style or not? And I also want to ask you, have you tried this kind of prompts in which you are trying to transfer the style from one image to another? Did it work on your end? And if it did, what kind of prompt did you use? Please let us know in the comments so we can all learn together. One of the best ways to use Nano Banana is by combining multiple images. And if you have heard about Nano Banana these days, this is one of the most discussed topic and people are coming up with crazy outcomes. This is the example that Google gave us. You can see here we have a dress, then we have the model, and this is the output. So let's take a look at the prompt. We have here, create a professional e-commerce fashion photo. Take the blue floral dress from the first image, this one, and let the woman from the second image wear it. Generate a realistic full body shot of the woman wearing the dress, with the lighting and shadows adjusted to match the outer environment. So here's an image that I found on Pinterest. You can see that there are several different outfits, and I want to try one of these outfits on a photo of myself. So I have cropped just this tiny outfit right here. I have it here, and I'm going to use this image on the AI Studio. So let me download quickly page 2 as a PNG or JPEG. Now let me go back to Google AI Studio. Now let me upload the outfit image that we just sourced from Pinterest. And now I'm gonna use this photo of myself, and I'm gonna use the prompt template. So create a new image by combining the elements from the provided images. Take the outfit from image 1 and make the woman from image 2 wear it. The final image should be the woman using the outfit in image 1. The final image should be the woman on image 2 using the outfit on image 1. So let's run this. Let's see how long it takes. This is great. It took us 12 seconds and this is the outcome. This is actually mind-blowing. You can see here we have everything the same as on the original image. Same shadows, same sofa. It's just that this time I am wearing the outfit. You can see we have exactly the same accessories and clothing, and I have sunglasses on my hands. And I want to show you a fail that I got from trying to use a different outfit. You can see that I wanted to use Barbie's outfit and I got something that I was not expecting. And this is just to tell you that sometimes you won't get what you want, so you just need to be patient. Let me show you here. I actually didn't follow the same structure of the prompt that we just used, so maybe this is one of the reasons why I didn't get what I wanted. So you can see, make the woman that is sitting, so there is only one woman sitting. I thought that was obvious, but it wasn't. Make the woman that is sitting wear the pink outfit from image 2, including accessories. And this is what I got. It looks good. I like the outcome, but it's not what I wanted. And here's another example that I was trying to get from Gemini. I was trying to get me into this outfit. So I tried again and again, put me into this blue outfit, like pasting my photo and this photo right here, but I was getting an error and I wasn't getting what I wanted. So I found this way to make it work. I uploaded this image and I asked, create a flat lay digital collage of this outfit including accessories on a plain white background. Once I got this image, I re-uploaded it into the chat with my photo. And then I asked, put me in this blue outfit including accessories. You can see that this result, this woman doesn't quite look like me, so I tried one more time. Put me in this blue outfit including accessories. And this is what I got. I actually was quite surprised because this image looks like me, and I got exactly the perfect outfit and accessories. And I'm showing you this because this is not always a linear process in which you provide images, give a prompt, and you get what you want. I have mentioned this again and again, but after watching a lot of videos online from other creators, I got the sensation or the idea that it was going to be pretty simple every time. And I found out that sometimes I needed more than one prompt to get the image that I wanted. Another challenge that Nano Banana resolves quite well is to be able to generate different angles from one subject. So in this case, I have this beautiful photo of me with this cat, and I wanted to have a cute picture with the cat looking at the camera and me smiling in the back, but it didn't happen. We took a couple of photos, and life happened. So Ronnie came with this idea of using this prompt: turn the cat's face so it is facing the camera. And this is what happened. We have now a fantastic photo that looks very realistic, and we can see the face of Simone right here. I do believe the cat looks exactly the same or pretty close to the original cat. Remember that I just gave this one photo, and Nano Banana do not have more information about this cat, so basically the face that we're seeing here was generated by the AI. Does it look like the real cat or not? I do believe it does. Nano Banana is also great at creating mockups and creating product photos. Here I have a pretty basic and simple example. I have uploaded our logo and I asked create a sleek photo of a mug with this logo on it. And this is what I got. This is a fantastic mockup, simple but efficient. And then I asked put this mug in a hipster home office setup, and this is what I got. Now let me give you another example. I was dreaming about the membership that we want to create. We want to launch hopefully at the end of this year or maybe at the beginning of the next one. And I was thinking, like we want to create a community, and I would love to see all of the members from this membership to be proud to be part of it. So I generated this mock-up of this beautiful t-shirt, the RONNY collab official member. We have here the logo. It didn't come up exactly as I expected, but I can work with it. And then you can also generate the models with the AI. You don't even need to use a real model. So this was generated with Nano Banana as well. And I used these two images, and then I simply asked, put this t-shirt on this model. The design of the t-shirt you see here is the back of the t-shirt, and I just wanted to make sure that we wouldn't see this design on the chest of the model. This is what I got. It's not exactly what I had in mind, and also the design on the t-shirt is not looking great, so I had to ask one more time. But on this prompt I gave a little bit more of details. So put this t-shirt on this model. The model is in a co-working space in front of a laptop. We see her from the back and she's looking back at the camera. So you can see the prompt is more precise than the previous one. And I got this image, which I was quite impressed with. And here again, the t-shirt that doesn't exist and the model either. And because I got such a fantastic result, I tried it again. This time with another prompt, even more precise. So again, the same image of this AI model and the t-shirt. Here's the prompt, pretty precise. And then this is the image that I got. Another great use that you can give to Nano Banana is to create professional headshots. So you can see in here, I have this photo of myself. It's actually a pretty good photo, pretty decent, I would say, but I wanted to have a more professional one, maybe to put on LinkedIn or another platform like that. You may know that I cut my hair, so it is shoulder length, and that's why I provided this information in here. So create a professional headshot of me with shoulder length hair. And this is what I got. I believe it looks pretty good. It's just that it is not my taste of clothing, but it is okay. It's a professional looking one and I'm happy with the result. Here's another pretty cool example. In this case, I didn't ask for a professional headshot. I just wanted to have both of us in one image. So put these two people together in a cool co-working space, and this is what I got. I'm not happy with the result. Again, one more time, I want to say that sometimes this is not a linear process. So you need to come up with another prompt and try again. And if you provide a more clear prompt, or maybe you write it in a different way, you may get what you want. In this case, we are not in a co-working space. I thought maybe adding too many elements in just one generation was too much. So I said, create a portrait of these two people together. I just left it as that. And I got this image. This is fantastic. It is the two of us together. Actually, Ronnie is taller than me, so I think this looks pretty realistic. And then I gave Nano Banana another prompt: make them wear a black turtleneck, position them a little closer. I got an internal error, so I tried one more time with the same prompt, and this is what I got. I believe Ronnie looks a little bit shocked, but overall the result is pretty good. And here's another example. I already had this professional headshot of myself, but I wanted something different without having to go to a photo studio and have my photo taken, buying all the accessories, you know. So I asked ChatGPT to help me create a pretty detailed description of the headshot that I wanted. I gave ChatGPT a reference, so that helped to create this description. And this is the profile picture that I got. And maybe the top is not the one that I have chosen for me, but I think this image works. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does it look like me, or is it too far away from reality? And the last idea that we have for you, it is that you can transform your images into different eras. And I think Ronnie was the one who had most fun with it. He took one of our photos and he created so many different era variations of the same photo. It was so much fun to see all of these different images, and it was quite simple. So you're gonna take your image and you're gonna insert this prompt. So change this photo to an image that looks like it was taken in the, you're gonna add here the year of the era you want to use, and then change the man's and woman's outfit to look similar to what people from that era would wear. So I used 1980s, which is quite close to nowadays. I think this one actually looks quite recent because you can find this clothing on a second-hand shop. So I tried something different. Instead of 1980s, why not 1800s? And this is what I got. And I find it quite funny because Ronnie is still wearing his sunnies, but you know, the look on the wall, this vintage look on the image looks amazing. And what about this one? Do you remember this photo right here? Well, I asked to generate a new photo but in the Victorian era. So this is what we got. If you try this prompt and generate your image in a different era, remember to tag us at Team RONNY so we can see your creations. Please let me know which was your favorite idea. And if you would like to try Canva Pro for free during 30 days, I'm gonna leave you here a link on the screen and also in the description of this video. And if you're interested in image generation, you need to watch this video right here. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!